You've decided you're moving to Florida. You need to know how to pick the right neighborhood and then get in there. We're going to talk about that next. Hey everybody, my name's Craig Cunha. I am a licensed real estate agent here in Southwest Florida. And if you're looking for information on what it's like to live, play, eat, sleep, and buy real estate on the Gulf Coast, then this is the channel for you. So go ahead and subscribe and hit the little bell to be sure you get notified every time a new video comes out. I'm getting calls from people every day asking what it's like to be here and how is it going to affect them when they move here. So if you've got a question, you've got to call, text, or email because I've got your back when moving to the Gulf Coast. Today we're going to talk about what neighborhood to be in and how to get in there successfully. I mean, we're in some challenging times right now. But first, I'm going to digress and talk about why I'm dressed in 2 layers. I just got back from a flag football game. Yes, we're doing that here. We're doing baseball. We're doing soccer. We're doing all that stuff here. I hate to rub it in. I know many parts of the country just don't have access to these things, but this is why we're in Florida. So the current state of what we are in here is freedom. At least in Southwest Florida, Fort Myers, Cape Coral Market. Now I know some of the other markets here in Florida aren't as free as we are. However, they're probably more free than many of the states up north. Maybe a mask and that's about it. Restaurants are definitely open, gyms are open, all those kinds of places are open. But here in Southwest Florida, they're all open sans mask. Take a look at this video of us at the game tonight and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, now we're going to get on to what it's like in the real estate market. It is absolutely crazy. You need to figure out where you want to be. I know it's a huge question. Nobody really knows where they're going, what they're doing. I just want to be in Florida. I want a nice home. I want a safe neighborhood. I want something good that's close to the schools or the beaches or the airport. So there's lots of different parameters. So you have to dial in. What is my lifestyle? And what do I really want to be near? We're seeing some of the highly desirable areas going under contract very quickly with multiple offers. And when I say multiple, I don't mean 2, 3, 4. I mean 15, 20, 30. Tons of offers. Example, I'll give you a quick one from today. I called to set up a showing for a client. Come to find out, since 9:15 this morning, there were appointments set up every half hour until 7:15. with 10 more that got pushed off till tomorrow. Yes, and this was in the $300,000 range. So depending on where you're coming in, it could differ, but every price range that I've seen, all the way up to $1 million, is acting the same exact way. So this is my recommendation. If you're not somebody that likes bidding wars, you're not somebody who wants to get in all that hoopla and have to push the prices and possibly overpay, you might want to consider new construction. Regardless of whether it's new construction or resale, you need to think about your lifestyle. What does your day look like from the time you get up to the time you go to bed, and even through the night? Because where you live is going to determine many of the things that influence your day. Are you somebody that needs to be close to the interstate? If you are, you might want to be on the east side of Fort Myers in some of the gated communities right off a tree line. Maybe in Gateway. If you want to go further south, Estero might be a great place for you, especially if you like to shop. There's so much shopping in Estero and Bonita. Within a 5-mile radius, you've got Gulf Coast Town Center, you've got Miramar Outlets, and the Coconut Point Mall. Tons of stuff to do, and it's all outdoor shopping. You walk inside to the store, but the actual courtyards are wide open. So beautiful days, beautiful ambiance, and you're shopping. If you're looking to be a little closer to the beaches, then you may want to be towards somewhere like Reflection Lakes. That's in a section that's called the Villas, almost pretty much in the center of Fort Myers. And then just north of that is Whiskey Creek, another developed area that is very popular and somewhere that you could settle into a quiet neighborhood. It's a subdivision, not gated. So if that's your style, that might be for you. If you're somebody that likes to be closer to the water, maybe even in a waterfront community, there's Town and River that's just west of McGregor Boulevard. And then all up and down McGregor Boulevard, you're going to find to the north end a historic district, beautiful large homes and small homes mixed in, beautifully manicured, nice large lots, and very close to the water. So if that's your speed, you might want to be in the McGregor area. Then if you're somebody that needs a bicycle ride or a walk to the beach, you want to slide on down to Iona, and even south of there on San Carlos Boulevard, there's some neighborhoods that you can slide into east and west that would allow you to take a quick bike trip across the bridge and not have to fight the traffic, especially this time of year. Now, if you're a true boater and you want access to water, you can do this in Fort Myers, but you're going to find more opportunities in Cape Coral. Cape Coral is the waterfront wonderland. You've heard this before. 400 miles of canals, tons of opportunities, and if you want water in your backyard, there's probably no more affordable place to do it than in Cape Coral, and no more opportunities than there are there. There's 120 square miles of land, and much of that has canals cut in it. So if boating is your lifestyle, or fishing, or paddleboard, kayak, all those things, Cape Coral is probably going to be for you. There will be one big challenge though. The biggest one, you'll hear about it all the time. If you travel the prime time hours to get to work and get home from work, you're not going to like the bridges. The bridges get stacked. There's 2 lanes over every single one of them. So you're not going to find a better way to do it. You're just going to stack up and wait. There's a $2 toll. If you get the Sun Pass, you get a 50% discount on that. So I encourage you to get Sun Pass. Use it often. Use it wisely. If you're looking for somewhere a little more laid back, you may want to be in Punta Gorda. In Punta Gorda, there's only 21,000 people there. It's very slow pace, very laid back. Now you can get to the faster pace within 20 minutes, 30 minutes max, but it's a slower pace overall. If that fits your lifestyle, if you're an active person, there's still a lot of stuff to do. Bike trails, tennis courts, pickleball courts, all that kind of stuff. So it's not that you're giving all that up, it's just that the pace around you isn't going blazes fast like it is in Fort Myers. No matter which area it is you're choosing, you need to do one thing first and foremost that your realtor can't do for you, is drive the areas, understand what's around you. Best thing you can do, stop and ask one of the neighbors, one of the people on the street, hey, what do you think about being here? Do you live here? How long have you lived here? There's not a single person I know, if you ask them a question like that, they're not only willing to give their opinion, they're probably going to push it to the point of TMI. Yeah, they'll talk and talk and talk and talk. Ask questions. You'll get the answers you want. Then it'll allow you to make a better decision in the end. When you're choosing these neighborhoods, you may not get in the exact neighborhoods you're looking for based upon availability, so develop a radius about what's your tolerance, how far outside of that neighborhood are you willing to live? And then, if you find that ideal home, do yourself a favor. Ask yourself, what's the most I'm willing to pay for this? And take it to that limit. This market is not tolerant. This market is not allowing you to cut short. This market is not allowing you to be the person that says, you know what, I want to save a little money on this offer. We can always offer more later. This whole term of highest and best, yes, it happens all the time. I prefer going in strong in the beginning. You may end up having your offer taken. You won't even have to deal with it. When you're choosing these neighborhoods, you also want to get the most of your must-haves, and then your would like to haves follow. Don't try to get it all at once. In most cases, especially on a resale home, you're not going to get everything you want. Get the most of what you can get and add on the other things that may not be as important. The best thing you can do is have an agent that is willing to call the seller's agent to find out what is the seller's hot button. What do they want out of the sale? It's not always the highest price. They might want to stay longer because they need time to move. They might want to lease it back from you. They may want to have you purchase the furniture. They may want a shorter closing. They may want more money down. We don't know what those terms are. Ask questions, find out what that seller's hot button is, because the more you know, the more successful you're going to be in beating the other offers. Lastly, if you truly want to be successful, follow the guidance of all the people that are there to help you. If your agent asks you to do something, listen to what they're telling you about the process. Follow the process A lender, same thing. If they need documents, get those documents right away. The faster you get it to them, the sooner you're going to get the approval and the sooner that everything's going to close in a timely fashion. If you learned anything in this video, and if you want any more information about what it's like to live in Florida or have any more questions about the different areas, check out one of these other 2 videos. And if there's anything I can do to answer questions for you, you've got to call, text, or email because I've got your back when moving the Gulf Coast.